KCOG and Hazel Rocket Productions proudly present The Pitch, your local sports show that covers all the local sports and a little bit more, with your hosts Russ Ocker and Chad Lee Koestner. And now, here's The Pitch.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to The Pitch Sports Show on KCOG Centerville, presented by your local Hy-Vee store. I'm Russ Ocker. Along with me, as always, is the Hall of Famer Chad Lee Koestner, and that guy they call Josh is here with us, as always, as well. And we've got a big show for you tonight. It is jam-packed with the guests tonight. We're very excited about it. We've got Kelly Steeves is with us tonight, CEO, first one ever. It's our first ever CEO on the show, so I'm a little nervous. It doesn't last very long. That's not to mention that. Yeah, it almost made it through the intro. We've been on now 6 years, maybe 7 years. We've never had a CEO on the show, so this is like, well, it's kind of nerve-wracking, really, dude. So I don't know. We'll see if we can get through that. But anyway, she's the new CEO at the YMCA. Does a lot of things there. Comes to us from the great state of Minnesota. You might wonder why she's here from Minnesota. We'll get to the bottom of that. Well, right, south. Yeah, she went south for the warmer weather. So we'll get to know her a little bit, find out about what's going on at the YMCA, including the big fundraiser event coming up on February 13th. Reba McIntyre's sister, Susie McIntyre, will be in town. She's been here a couple of times before. She always puts on a great show. Very talented lady. She's going to be here on February 13th. So we'll find out the details about that and all the other things going on at the Y. Also, on the show tonight, it's kind of a surprise. We don't know if it'll be Coach Cam Walker himself or if he will be sending one of his assistants. Who will be showing up? But somebody's coming out later tonight to talk about the banquet for Indian Hills Baseball tomorrow night, this big sports banquet at the Manhattan. And we look forward to that. Eric Rasmussen is the scheduled speaker. Now, he was the first Indian Hills Falcons to ever play in the big league. So that'll be neat. I think he's going into the Hall of Fame this weekend, I believe. And so he is scheduled to be here to speak tomorrow night at the banquet. Doors at 5 for social hour. The meal is at 6 and the program at 7. So we will be out there tomorrow night. I'll be out there. Chad, you've got a rep that probably won't make it out. Probably won't make it out. But you never know. Never know. Chance, right? Maybe I do. Yeah. I mean, just to mention, I think just if you just give people hope that you might be there, probably might be there. Goes up by 25. I might be there. All right, good. No guarantees, though. No, can't guarantee it. So we've got that. Also, Kate Warren will be our In the Box segment tonight. That is coming up in just a little bit. And the usual suspects, Coach Matt Krusic to talk Big Red basketball, Coach Kovacevic to talk Red basketball, and Coach Anthony White to talk Big Red wrestling. So we've got a very busy show tonight. And, of course, we're always excited to be out here at Hy-Vee. We're in the dining room area, presented by Hy-Vee. Josh Price joins us now to tell us about all things Hy-Vee. Is it a 2-day? Yeah, 2 days. Great 2 days. Not 2 days. Not 2 days. 2 days. Starts tomorrow and it goes for 2 days. Yes. Okay. Thursday, Friday, great stuff. We have Hy-Vee grade A fresh large egg, 88 cents a dozen. We have not fresh from the meat department, frozen from the meat department, Tyson all-natural chicken drumsticks, 3 packages for just $5, and these are 2.5 pounds each. From the bakery, we have 10-cent donut holes, so any variety you want. Each donut hole is only 10 cents. We also have Deluto salads for just $3.99 and save 10 cents a gallon on your Fuel Saver card. In our meat department, so everything from the meat department, for every $30 you spend, you can gain 20 cents a gallon on your Fuel Saver card. So that's stackable. So if you spend 60, you get 40. You spend 90, you get 60 cents, then on up. So the more you spend, the more you save. And the rest, I save the best for last. Pepsi 6-pack bottles, half liters, $1.88 each. Say that again, $1.88 for Pepsi variety 6-pack bottles. I like my Pepsi. I know you do. I'm going to find out. I heard you mention him last week, actually. Yeah, that was the first thing you mentioned, I believe. That's the only thing you ever mentioned. Chad had to point out to me that there were some other deals. I was just going to go with Pepsi. I mean, what else matters? If you got your Pepsi, you don't need anything else. It's very healthy, it's very good for you, and it's very tasty. Yeah. Okay. I'll speak on behalf of any dietitian. No, probably not. No. I'll see if Kelly will back me up on that. She's a trainer. I bet she'll back me right up on that. We'll grab a break. When we come back, we will visit with Kelly Steeves about all things YMCA. We're back with Hy-Vee's The Pitch right after this on KCOG.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course. but they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, presented by your local Hy-Vee store. Russ Ocker, Chad Lee Koestner, Josh Price, and we're joined now by the CEO of the YMCA. Kelly, is it Steve? Did I get it right?
Yes, that is correct.
Outstanding. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll get to the YMCA here directly, but first of all, let's find out a little bit about you.
Okay.
We told them we would tell them how you got from Minnesota down to southern Iowa. So give us a little of your background and how you ended up here in the big city of Centerville.
All right. Well, I attended Iowa State University, and there I met a boy. That's what mostly brought me down here, but also the opportunity to work at the YMCA. I contacted the director there, Peggy Johnson, and just to see if there were any positions available in personal training or pretty much anything. And she said there were some openings, so that made me move down here for sure. And so now I live over in Moulton and make the truck over here to Centerville every day for the Y. I love it.
And so what was your first position then here at the Y?
First position at the Y was membership director, kind of just working with all the members and getting them set up through our YMCA. And I did personal training, and I also did scheduling for the desk staff and lifeguards, which I still kind of do as well. And then got started on CEO position this January 1st. We became our own Y. We're not a branch of Des Moines anymore, so we're our own set in stone Y. And now I am the CEO, and I work hand in hand with Peggy. We kind of do shared work, and we're getting started. So don't know much about the position yet, but we're getting going on it. So
outstanding.
Yeah.
And so from Minnesota, Minneapolis area. Edina, is that what you said?
Yes, Edina, Minnesota.
And you're a hockey girl.
I am a hockey girl. I've played hockey for 17 years now, skating and hockey playing and all that. So,
were you an offensive, defenseman, goalkeeper?
I played everything actually growing up. So I was in goal one time, and we lost 13-3, so they never put me as goalie ever again.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, probably a great idea.
Well, that's probably kind of your fault.
That was definitely my fault. But then I played center forward the rest of my time all throughout middle school and high school, and I didn't go back to anything else after that. So I played every position, but stuck with center for the longest time.
Now, did they have hockey at Iowa State when you were up there?
They have a club league there.
Right.
But I did not join it. I went to a couple of their practices, but I just couldn't travel that much. I was in a sorority at Iowa State, so that was my main priority. And then I played intramural teams with the farm boys, the boys that couldn't skate at all, so I taught them how to skate. And we played intramural D League. So most of them were crawling on the ice, and I played goalie for them because I was the one that could skate, and they wouldn't let me do the scoring. So I was the goalie for the D League.
And so you played high school hockey?
I did.
That's a big thing in Minnesota?
In Minnesota, high school hockey is huge. They call our town the Cake Eaters because, yeah, it's always been a thing. That's not our mascot. Our
okay,
mascot
I was going to say, that's what, okay.
No, our mascot are the Hornets, but everyone doesn't like our town, so they just call us Cake Eaters. I don't know. I guess it's a newbie thing towards us. I don't know. But we hold the most state titles in hockey. And
were you on a state championship team?
I was not. We got second my senior year. But our boys have taken 13 now.
Wow.
So we've gone twice, and we lost in championship twice. So
I see.
Not the best feeling, but hey,
well, that's
it's great
pretty
to
good.
be there, though. Yeah.
So where do they play? Good Lord.
We did about maybe 1,000.
Okay.
2,000, but it's still a great time and a great experience, so it's fun.
Now, women's hockey, it's starting to take off a little bit more with the Olympics and all that.
Oh, yeah. Yep. When I started playing hockey when I was really little, I played on a boys' team until I was about 8 years old. They didn't have enough girls' team or enough girls interested, and by the time I was 10, we had tons and tons of girls interested in playing. We had girls' teams, and ever since, it's ridiculous. There's hundreds of girls that are playing up in Minnesota and teams, and girls don't have to play with boys anymore, and it's fun. So.
Any fights? You ever been in a fight on the ice?
One. I've been in one, but...
So are all your teeth real? Are they all real?
My teeth are real.
Okay,
yes.
all right.
And I've only been in one, and my mom grabbed me after the game and said, if you ever do that ever again, I will embarrass you.
Really?
She would. So
hockey, though.
Yeah, but girls can't fight. Girls can't check.
What?
I know, they take the fun out of everything.
You can't check?
I know. And I guess me growing up checking, I kind of forgot that the first 2 years of just girls hockey, and I got a lot of penalties. So, I know, it's not fair.
You pull the old sweater over the top?
No,
or...
did that intense.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh, man. All right, let's talk about the YMCA and kind of what you do specifically there in the way of training. Because I know that you've got some impressive stuff before you got here training, right? You trained some hockey teams and different things. So tell us a little bit about what you did before you got here and then what you offer at the Y.
Okay. I trained at a facility called Acceleration Minnesota. It was not only specific to hockey. There were a lot of hockey players and teams that came in, but we also trained soccer, football, lacrosse, every sport. It's a facility where we work on speed, agility, strength, everything and anything. We test you in the beginning of your 6-week training or 12-week, whatever they plan to do. We test your vertical jump, your broad jump, and your agility speed. And then we work with you for 6 to 12 weeks on all that. We run you on treadmills. If you're a hockey player, we'll skate you on a treadmill, get your speed and elevation on there. And then at the end of your training, we'll test you again and see how much you improved. So one unique thing about it was we did a hockey treadmill where kids would strap on their skates and then they would skate uphill on an 8-ice treadmill, which is brutal training. But it's hard to imagine, but no one can clearly skate uphill on real ice because it was free downhill.
Right.
So it's hard to imagine, but you get strapped in a harness and then you skate literally at a 30% vertical, and it really works your legs. So
I guess.
Yeah, it was fun to train, but a lot of the kids did not like it.
Well, I don't imagine.
Yeah. So now down here at the YMCA, I do personal training for people who want to, strengthen muscles or work on cardio, work on agility. I train anywhere from 7-year-olds to however old. Whatever you got, I'll help you out. And we have a pool. We do water aerobics. I teach water aerobics there. We have like, yoga programs and boot camp programs. So we have a lot to offer at the YMCA and a lot of classes, and I teach a lot of things.
I guess.
So, yep.
And you, I have to give a shout out because I know you work with some of my favorite people in the whole world, the Hash Boys, Sam and Luke, and I don't think Jake's probably
Not
working
yet.
out yet.
Not old enough yet.
But there's some of my favorite people in the whole world, and you're whipping them boys into shape.
I'm working on it. We had a training session tonight, and hopefully they're tired enough. But yep, I'm working with them, just working on agility and strength right now to get them ready for spring sports and baseball and all that. So I take anyone and everyone.
So if somebody wants to, they come to the Y and they want you to be their trainer, how do you join, and then there's a training fee. How does that all work?
You can join as a member, or you can get a membership if you'd like. But just for personal training, we have a fee. So if you don't want to be a member and you just want personal training, you just pay the fee that we have. It's for 1 hour session, it's about $30. For 5 1 hour sessions, it's $125. And for 10 1 hour sessions, it's $220. And so we can split those up into half-hour training sessions. I usually do that for older adults that want to split them up. So say 5, we'll do 10 half-hour sessions, and just kind of focus on like upper body one day and lower body the next, just because they can break it up. And with the younger kids, I do longer just because we work more on agility, speed, and pretty much try to drain their energy before I send them back to their parents. So. But,
what programs are going on at the Y right now as far as adult or youth programs sports-wise?
Sports-wise, basketball is kicked off about last week. We started. So we've got rookie basketball for the really, really young kids, about first grade. They're kind of learning skill set right now. More working on those fundamentals before we kind of throw them into games. And then the older kids, they're doing practices during the week and games on the weekends. So that's for youth sports right now. We're starting to plan for soccer season. We don't have anything set in stone now, but we're going to get that going. Adult-wise, we always have our water aerobics in the morning, which is 9 to 10 in the morning. We have one group that goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I teach the class on Tuesday, Thursday. Other adult programs, we have AM boot camp, which is about 5 a.m. And they work everyone pretty hard, so if you want to get out of bed and go do that, there you go. In the evening, on Mondays only, we have spin, biking class, and then RIPS, which is kind of a cardio, strength training, core workout, just a lot of, it's like another boot camp, kind of. And we have those on Monday. Tuesday and Thursday evenings, we have yoga. And I think that's all we have right now.
Okay.
So
Kelly Steves is the CEO at the YMCA. You got a big fundraiser coming up in just a couple of weeks now.
We do have the Susie McIntyre fundraiser.
Tell me about that if folks are interested. When is it? How do they get their tickets?
All right. It is February 13th. You can get tickets at the YMCA, the Chamber of Commerce. They're $25 per ticket. We're going to have doors open at 5:30 on February 13th. We will have a meet and greet with Susie McIntyre, kind of hang out with her, get in there. Appetizers. At around 6 o'clock, we'll have an auction. There's a lot of auction items. We have gift baskets. We have canvas pictures. We have a wine wall for the parents if they want to come and join in on the wine wall. Just a lot of great things there. And then around 8 o'clock, we will have Susie. She'll perform a concert for us, and she's great. Last year, I wasn't able to be here last year. So I was just moving down here in March, and they had it earlier in December, but I heard she's wonderful. She's a great singer, very nice lady, and everyone had a great time. So if you're interested, come on by the YMCA and get a ticket, $25.
And where's that at?
It will be at the Majestic Theater.
Okay.
Yep.
Outstanding.
And tickets will be at the door as well that night.
All right. Okay, well, before we let you go, we have to ask you some tough questions. All right. I feel like we've really been pretty easy on you so far. So we have to get some tough questions in here, okay?
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay. Minnesota, Iowa, similar, I'm sure, in a lot of ways, but there has to be some differences. Give me the first thing if I say, what's the biggest difference between southern Iowa and where you're from in Minnesota, what pops into your mind?
Too much wind.
Here?
Wind. Way too much wind here.
Really? You don't have the wind and...
I feel everyone always says that it's so cold in Minnesota, but I honestly think it's colder here because of the wind.
Is that
it's
right?
It's like a dry cold in Minnesota. I used to be able to skate out in a t-shirt and sweatpants would be fine, and I can barely stand being in a jacket, coat, and boots, hat here.
All this time I thought we should go south. We need to go north.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you do.
No.
We get more snow, though. So.
When you come from the south, because I went to school at Forest City up right on the border, and I always thought it was way colder up there.
I thought it was colder up there, Fort Dodge. But it's even more windy up in those
That's
areas.
true.
It is.
It's windy there.
Okay, food-wise, are there any foods that we have here that maybe aren't as popular or as well known in Minnesota?
You know, going out to restaurants in Minnesota, I never seen a tenderloin the size of my face.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't even think they really sell them at a lot of my local restaurants, but I've seen them everywhere here. So those tenderloins, I haven't had one actually yet. Anyway.
What?
Yeah, I haven't tried it. I don't eat a lot of fried food.
Well, it's good for you. You know,
Yeah,
like the Pepsi, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Pepsi and fried food, that's highly recommended, right?
No, that's probably not do that. I didn't advise that.
Okay, so finally, a couple of things here. Iowa, Minnesota. Let's see. What people are nicer where in Iowa or Minnesota?
Ooh.
Putting her right on the spot.
Minnesota nice. Driving-wise, a lot of people are nicer here.
Minnesota drivers are watching.
Yeah, we are kind of crazy, I've heard. But I don't know. I think it's even.
Okay, that's probably the best answer, isn't it? I think
that's the best.
There you go. What do you miss the most about Minnesota?
Hockey.
There you go.
Down. Every time I go in, if I go into a store or a sports bar and grill, I never see hockey on the TV here. And I go home, and we were at Buffalo Wild Wings last week at home, and there was hockey on every single TV. It was
like
great.
Devin, wasn't it?
It was great. It was heaven. Except that I couldn't hear anything because everyone was so loud, but just to see it was nice.
Now, this boy that you speak of that brought you to Iowa, is he getting into the hockey now or not?
Oh, no, he can't skate to save his life.
Well, will he watch it with you? Does he talk about it with you?
He'll watch it. He's been to a couple games with. He tried to impress me with knowing the whole team roster one time when we were talking on the phone. He's like, "Oh yeah," just explaining it. And I said, "You have that roster right in front of you, don't you?" He's like, "No." And I started shooting off numbers, and I could tell he was looking for him on that roster. So he's not as big of a fan as me, but I've gotten him into it, and he actually likes watching it now since he's been to a game. So.
All right, give us the number to the Y before we let you go.
It's 641-437-1977.
All right, thanks so much for stopping out. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. We're back after this.
Jim Ireland has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by. Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appanese County.
You are listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. Russ Ocker, Chad Lee Koestner, Josh Bryce. And it is time now to go with our In the Box segment, brought to you by Northside Insurance in Centerville. Call Amy Gonerman and the crew at 856-3333. That's 856-3333. In the Box, brought to you by Northside Insurance in Centerville. Well, tonight we're joined by Centerville High School junior Cade Warren. Cade, thanks for stopping out tonight. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, obviously I'm a junior. Sports I play football, wrestle, play golf, and I play baseball. And
parents, you got some parents?
Brad and Paige Warren. Brad's a native here in Centerville, and Paige is from up north near Mason City.
Okay. And they're both teachers, right?
Yes, they're both there.
Okay. All right. So, and then I know you have at least one sister. Is that it? Just a sister?
Yeah, just a sister. Yeah, okay. She goes to college up in Drake for a while.
Oh, so she might be able to help you out if you ever get in trouble.
Hope not, but
hope not.
Maybe.
You never know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't rule it out.
Wouldn't rule it out. I don't know.
And so she just graduated, what, 3 years ago? Or more than that?
She graduated, I think it was about 3 years ago.
Okay. All right. And it's Colby?
Yeah, it's Colby.
Now, you two brothers, sisters, get along pretty well, or do you scrap a little bit? Or?
Well, we get along most of the time, but every once in a while we get in a good scrap.
And I'm assuming at this point, surely you could.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, and she's like, I've kind of got the height on her, so that really plays to my advantage a lot.
But now, growing up, I'm sure there was a point along the way where obviously her being the older sister, she could get the best of you. Do you remember at what point you were like, okay, now I'm in charge? You might have got me when I was 5 and 6 and you were 10 or 11, but now I'm in charge. You remember what age you were when?
I'd say that's probably about 11. When I finally was taller than her, I finally was able to say, hey, no, enough is enough. I'm in charge now.
All right, so you're an active kid, sports-wise. What about other than sports? Any clubs, groups, anything you're involved with?
I'm in student council. I'm going to try out to play for the spring play. I just went wrestling against them.
Okay.
Do
you work anywhere at this point?
Oh, no, parents haven't made me get a job yet, but.
Yeah, that's good. You should thank them.
Yeah, probably.
Which would be, I know you're with the sports, it'd be difficult at times, but so you're in wrestling right now.
Yeah.
And that season's starting to wind down. You guys are in Fairfield this weekend, right?
Fairfield this weekend. We got sectionals next weekend at South North.
Okay. What weight are you competing at?
182 pounds. I'm with the
Okay. How's the season been going? I know you had some early success. How's it been going of late?
Oh, as of late, I've had some rough strikes. I wrestled some really good kids from a lot of different towns, which they kind of caught me off guard. But I feel like that's going to make me a better wrestler in the long run when it comes sectional time, where I know the guys I'm going to face, and I'm able to know what I'm going to do then.
Okay. And have you looked at the teams that are going to be in the sectional? Do you start, as a wrestler, thinking, okay, here's the best guys coming, and here's who I've got to beat?
Yeah. I started doing that pretty early in the season. Since we wrestled them pretty early in the season, we wrestled Davis County, we wrestled Albia pretty early in the season. I don't think we haven't seen PCM this year, I don't think, but I know they're probably going to have a good kid because basically everybody in our conference has a good 182 pounder, so I got to be prepared to wrestle the best matches that weekend.
That's a tough weight, 182.
Yeah.
I mean, you got that's where the men hang out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so I didn't realize you played golf, so that'll be next in line, right?
Yeah, next in line.
Now, are you left-handed?
No, I'm righty.
Okay, but you bat left-handed.
Yeah, I know. It's weird.
It's weird how you're not the only. Mike Miller was that way, and I knew some other people Yeah. So how does that happen?
I don't know, just like whenever I went out to T-ball, the coach and I thought, since you throw right, you're going to bat right, but that didn't really feel right to me. So then one coach put me over to the left, and I started hitting balls farther. So that's kind of how I got started as a lefty.
But then golf, the first club you picked up was a right-handed club?
Yeah. Everybody in my family is right-handed, so that's the only clubs we had left. So I just picked up a righty and it felt natural.
Okay. So what kind of clubs do you play? Do you know?
I'm not sure what we play. I haven't checked in a while.
Okay.
They've been sitting in my garage.
Okay. Did you play golf last year, or is this going to be your first year going out?
I played golf since my freshman year.
Okay. All right. And so then also you said with baseball and football.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back and talk about football. What position football?
I play receiver and linebacker.
Okay. Which do you like better? Would you rather deliver the hit or try to avoid the hit?
I try to deliver the hit.
Okay. And I know you had some fun here with Coach Koestner when you came in. Obviously, he was one of your coaches. Tell me a little bit about Coach Koestner. What's the toughest on? What gets him angered in practice?
We're not running our routes hard enough, and when
it's reasonable.
And we're not doing our chop blocks correctly.
Okay, we can understand.
Yeah,
that, right?
That's understandable.
So maybe just work harder and get your chops correctly.
Yeah, basically.
That'd be best. That'd save his blood pressure and probably use some running from time to time.
Oh yeah, probably.
Now your dad, not only a teacher but a coach. I know he's coached wrestling and football and all that. So let's talk on the wrestling side. Does he give you some good advice, or does he just kind of stand back and play dad?
He gives me a lot of good advice, like with some stuff. Like I know, like our coaches, they don't always have time with like 8 other kids. They always have to deal with them. So my dad he's always been really good with telling me and stuff that he knows that I'm actually, because I know he's been there. He's coached very successful kids. So I really pay attention to what he says and try to do the best I can to do what he says.
With both your parents being teachers, how does that affect like your school and everything? Are they right on top of the grade? Can you get away with anything with them both being in the school district?
I can't get away with anything. They always ask me like, what do you have for homework, when your next test, that kind of thing. But I think they're not as hard with me as they were my sister, because I'm the baby of the family.
By the time they get tired,
parents get tired. They're tired of always having to lean on me.
Now your grandpa is very well known in this community.
Yep.
Lyle Warren.
Yep.
The barber. Now what's he think about that? I mean, you got some hair up there. What's Grandpa say about that? Does he ever want to get his buzzer out and say, "Let me take care of that"? Or
he's always, my dad, my mom always been the one telling me, you need to go get a haircut. Or even my grandma. My grandpa kind of lets me do what I want to do with my hair. But I know, like, once I sit in that chair, I'm in his road, and he's in control of my hair.
It's coming off.
Yeah, it's coming off either way.
Hi, we're visiting with Cade Warren. He is our In the Box segment today, junior at Centerville High School. So what's the future hold for Cade? You got a year and a half or so to go here. Have you thought about what you're going to do when you're done at CHS?
Looking at colleges lately. Not really quite sure what my major is. I've narrowed it down to some selections and narrowed colleges down to selections, but not sure yet what I want to do.
Are you by nature an Iowa State fan or a Hawkeye fan?
Oh, I'm a Hawkeye 100%.
There you go. All right. What about prom? Are you ready for that?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready for prom.
Got your date yet?
Yep. I'm going with Louis Seabolt.
Okay. All right. Got your outfit and everything all ready?
Oh, well, she needs to buy her dress first before I can buy my tux. So.
And then she'll tell you what.
Yeah, then she'll tell me what to get.
Okay. There you go. All right, Cade, it is time now for your 5 fast questions. Are you ready for this?
About ready to be.
Okay. Give me a dream car. If your mom and dad came in and said, Cade, you're a good kid. We're going to buy you whatever vehicle you want. Money's no object.
Probably a Ford Mustang.
It's not a bad call there. Favorite professional athlete?
Favorite professional athlete? Probably Matt Ryan, quarterback for the Falcons.
Okay. Are you a Falcons fan then?
Yes, I am.
Pet peeve, what really ticks off Cade Warren?
When people say me and the person, not saying that person and I,
Okay.
That kind of gets me.
It's a grammatical error, basically.
Yeah.
People, there's a lot of these kids, they can't stand the bad grammar.
Yeah.
Just talk right. Just talk right.
Our English department's pretty good.
What's your dad's middle name?
It's John.
So is it Bradley John or Brad John?
It's Bradley John.
Okay. And finally, easier parent to deal with. If you really want to get your way on something, are you going to talk to mom or are you going to talk to dad?
I'm probably going to go talk to my mom. She's always more like, curfew and like that kind of thing.
All right. Okay, thanks so much for stopping out. Good luck on the rest of the wrestling season. And we appreciate you for being out here tonight. You're officially out of the box.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Kate Warren Jr., Centerville High School. We're back with more after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann. Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
The Flower Teak in Centerville is your one-stop shop for all your floral needs. We carry a large selection of fresh-cut flowers, green plants, memorial stones, candles, wreaths, barn quilts, and other great gift ideas. We provide fast, same-day delivery and treat you as our #1 customer. Whether you are planning a large event such as a wedding or simply know someone needing cheering up, we can help. Let our friendly staff help you choose the right flowers or gift to fit your needs. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131, visit flowerteak.com, or find us on Facebook.
A little bit more on Hy-Vee's The Pitch. Russ Ocker, Chadley Koestner, Josh Rice, joined now by Coach Matt Krusich to talk Big Red basketball, fresh off of a win last night against Clark. Coach, it's a game that, boy, the first 3 quarters, you guys really took it to them, and then things, they kind of got back in the ballgame. I don't think there was ever a real threat of them, getting things tied up or anything, but enough that, they obviously forced us to go back to our starters. And I know as a head coach, once you take those guys out, you expect things to be taken care of.
Yeah, and, it was nice to hold them to 31 points for 3 quarters, but it wasn't so nice to give up 31 quarters in the 4th quarter. So, I think you saw some of our best and some of our worst, but at the same time, like you said, it was a great opportunity to get all of our seniors into the game since it was senior night, and it's nice to honor those guys. I get emotional every time I talk about losing seniors because, when you spend 4 years with kids and they work so hard for you, you get attached to them. And, it's sad to watch them, to know that in 3 or 4 weeks we're done playing together. And, but anyway, it was senior night, and I was glad they came out and played with the energy, and I thought we executed very well. And, I was very complimentary of my bench tonight at practice because I thought we had some great performances off the bench, especially defensively out of like Taylor McGran and Tyson Maloma. And I thought Daniel Hargrave played really well off the bench. And, it's just nice to know that we're starting to use those guys a little bit, and they're coming in and making some good things happen. So it turned out to be a good night, but like I said, Clark, I'll tell you, they did the same thing up at our place or up at their place. We'd get up 15 or 20 and they'd knock it back to 4 or 3, and they can shoot, and
they're not afraid to do it either.
No, and
obviously that's their approach.
I was very impressed. Their point guard attacked the basket very well, and the forward, number 15, the Allen kid, he's a stud too. And they have most of those guys back next year. And I told the guys tonight at practice, I think next year Clark could be a team to be reckoned with, because that many returning kids, and they're fearless. They're not afraid to shoot from anywhere. So, on a given night, they're going to knock somebody off.
You mentioned some of the guys off the bench. One of them was Taylor McGran. He was on fire in the JV game. He had to have had 5 or 6 3-pointers.
I know that, and I had watched the JV game, and I thought he attacked the basket real well. And a thing I like about Taylor last night, he knocked down the shots when he was open, but at the same time he went in and connected to people. He probably had 4 or 5 assists too, and that's a good thing you want out of your point guard, and especially he's stepping up and recognizing open people, or recognizing the fact that he's drawing double teams on defense, and he's distributing the ball, and he wasn't turning it over, and he was hustling up and down the floor. One thing with him this year, we've really stressed getting up and down the floor a lot faster. He was kind of in that groove of just dribbling it up and being a little more deliberate, where I kind of like to press down on the gas in transition and just see what you can get, or at least force the other team to hustle back. And, he's catching on to that, and he's had an interesting year. And I confronted him about it about a week ago. I was like, once your stats start being a little more consistent, because one game he'll score 2 and the next game he'll score 15, and he's just got to level that out and bring that intensity every night out. But last night was a great example of what he can do, and hopefully we can just keep more nights like that coming. So I wanted to give him the first nod off the bench. I want to recognize those guys when they have great JV games, and I want to bring them in and give them a chance, and I thought he did all right.
Talking Big Red basketball with Coach Matt Krusich. We'll come back with more right after this on Hy-Vee's The Bench.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course, but they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment, or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
Talking Big Red basketball with Coach Matt Krusich. The Big Reds, since last we spoke, last Thursday night, obviously is the game we just kind of put on the shelf and move on. Sheridan, first half, we kind of stuck around, but they pulled away in the second half, and they're a tremendous basketball team. They're definitely the kind of team that if you let your guard down for a minute or have a bad run, they can put you away. I thought that overall, they looked better than they did down here, but a lot of that was, Lang was on fire in his home gym. I don't know, he knocked down over 30 on us, I think, but
32, 35.
35. That's a pretty good night.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't mind talking about that game at all because, we finally saw the Sheraton team of what their potential is. You watch Hawkinson run the floor like the stud he can be. I mean, no one can stop that kid when he puts his mind to it. And I'm really surprised that we haven't seen more of that Hawkinson, because he was running the floor, leading the break sometimes, jamming on us a couple of times, and Lang was playing up to his potential. He was hitting everything, and it really wasn't like we didn't have a hand in his face. He was earning everything he got, and that was the Sheraton team that I think all of us conference coaches anticipated we were going to see all year long. And, I think we all thought we were dodging the big bullet, and it just happened to be we rung up the wrong night, but to me, honestly, I enjoy seeing the team play up to its potential, and, we've all known that Sheraton can do that. We just hadn't seen it all year. And so when I saw it, I went in the locker room after the game and told the guys that it's not like we played bad. We went through a stretch there in the third quarter where we couldn't make anything. They switched into a zone defense, and Tate attacked T.J. Hawkinson. He had 3 fouls on him, and Tate attacked him well. He just didn't convert. And Brett had some open looks for threes against the zone defense. They just didn't fall. And, it wasn't like we weren't executing or playing poorly. Sheraton was playing up, and it's a good thing to see for them, because I think that kind of gives them the boost they need to think state tournament is a legitimate shot for us instead of just talking about it. They showed a team that, they can be that team if they really set their mind to it and utilize all 5 players. And I thought they stepped up very well and did a very nice job.
So then we have that. And then we had back-to-back Fridays where we didn't have games, which is a little bit odd, seems like. And then our next section was last night, right, with Clark?
Yeah, well, we were supposed to go to Wayne Monday,
right.
And then we had the ice out thing. And, I was kind of worried about playing back-to-back, but luckily Clark was in that fiasco because they played at Pleasantville Monday night and then had to play us last night, and kind of surprised me when they came out and played us up-tempo defense, trying to press us and things when they had just played 4 quarters the night before. But at the same time, we're not afraid to run with anybody. The only thing I get kind of worried about is when you up at the other team's possessions, I feel like we're susceptible to foul trouble when we're giving somebody that many possessions. But I like to play transition game, and I think we have a team that can do it. We're just not as fast as the teams we've really stressed that with in the past. And, when we're in the half court, we try to be a little more deliberate about what the shots we're taking, but in the full court, we like to get right after it. And I think Knoxville Friday night is going to show us a lot of press because it worked against us that first game after Christmas, and that's kind of our focus right now in practice is we're working on breaking presses and hopefully getting back and mixing up our defenses and showing them a few different looks in the half-court defense.
You had, pretty much most of the guys played pretty well last night. I really thought Hunter Callan did a nice job. He had a really good first half offensively, especially. It kind of helped set the tone. And Brett had a nice night, it seemed like.
Yeah, and Hunter, too, like you said, it's really nice when he steps up offensively. But, I look at him as a great defensive player, especially when we're playing zone defense. I told the guys Clark is a great shooting team, but they're not a great passing team. And I knew if we could get Hunter active in the passing lanes in that zone defense, he was really going to give them some trouble. But surprisingly, we got great defense out of, whenever they skip past across the offense or the defense, Tate and Brett were kind of anticipating. We got some big steals out of our forwards. And but I think Hunter kind of led the way. I think he had 5 steals last night. And he can be so active defensively, and it's like watching him play football too. He's a great defensive back. It's just instinctual, and that's something we're really going to miss about that kid. When he graduates, because he brings a lot to the table, especially in those little things. Like steals, assists, and just connecting the people. And Hunter's been a great player.
Talking Big Red basketball with Coach Crucis, where's our record set right now?
7-6, and. I'm happy with that. I kind of thought all along we're about a 500 ball team, and I feel like we've beat most of the teams we should beat, and we've competed with some of the teams that we knew were going to be really strong. So, I feel like we've been a very similar team to last year, but at the same time, we've had some bright points that we didn't have last year. I think Colton Bloma has given us a huge boost at being our new wing player, and I think I think Nate Grothe has given us some defense that Connor Scully didn't do at the same time on the offensive end, Scully gave us a lot more than Grothe gave us. So it's kind of a push on that, but at the same time, it's a similar team, but yet you still have to do a few things differently to guard us, I think. And, taking it upon himself to attack everyone. And sometimes that turns out great, and sometimes it's kind of detrimental. But at the same time, it's nice to know that we can rely on him to attack defenses. And by him doing that, he's starting to dish it out there, and we're getting a lot more open looks on the three or around the perimeter. And, Brett's really stepping up and knocking those things down. And Colton's been a big addition, averaging about 55% from the field on threes for the year. So, and then Hunter last night knocked down 2 big ones too. So I think we're getting the kind of production we have to get, but at the same time, we have to be realistic and know that, the Pellas and the Mount Pleasants and even the Sheratons of the world are going to be tough for this team to beat.
And we don't officially, it's my understanding that the pairings are not officially out, right? But we have a pretty good idea, I think, right, who we're probably going to be playing in the postseason.
Sure. Sheraton's going to be the top seed, and they'll probably play Clark, and it's looking like we'll probably be facing up with Knoxville. So Friday night's game is going to tell a lot. Hopefully, even if we don't come out on top Friday night, at least we'll learn a lot more about what works against them, and we can use that in the district game. The only thing is, Coach Larson's pretty smart on his own turf, and he's going to be set to go too. He's a very good coach at preparing for games, and they run a very good offense, and they've got a lot of weapons. So it's kind of scary because I thought our zone was really effective last night, but if you don't close out Knoxville, they can knock down the threes, or they can dribble drive on you pretty effectively like they did the first time we played them. So we got to play active defense, and I think we're just going to have to show them some different looks.
Sheraton obviously is leading the conference. Is Knoxville in second?
Yep.
Okay.
Knoxville has taken care of business both times against Albia, and they're undefeated with the rest of the conference except for Sheraton. And Sheraton, they gave Sheraton a heck of a game last Saturday, lost by 1 in overtime. So, they can play that level, but at the same time, I think we can play Knoxville's level also. It's just one of those things. We'd have to play a perfect game, but I think our guys have it in them. They've shown it in the past that we can compete with anyone, and we just have to bring it on the right night.
Obviously, the first time we played Knoxville, it was, I would have to say, all the games that I've seen this year, that was probably the worst one that we played. I know you don't like to bring it back up, but it was after that long delay, and it just seemed like we came out dead and everything. And hopefully this time around up there, we'll bring a little more intensity to the table and get after them.
Oh, you summed it up right there. I was watching that game film today and got myself a gut ache, and we hit rock bottom with that game. But honestly, looking back, I'm kind of glad it happened just for the sake of it woke us up as a team, and we know that if we don't show up with the energy that we have, that we're potentially capable of doing, it's going to be a long night against any team. And when you're playing a good team like Knoxville, if you don't show up for even a quarter or even a couple of possessions, it can get bad in a hurry. So we know we have to show up and play hard. And, that's my main emphasis with this group. Just make sure you go out there and leave it all on the floor. And that way you can walk away and say, hey, we gave them our best shot, and whatever happens, happens. But I still think we have it in us to knock off somebody like that. And we have a lot of potential customers coming to town because, you look down the road here, we have Fairfield coming to town next Tuesday, and we go to Knoxville Friday. We have I-35 on Saturday, who's going to be a tough one. And we go to Mount Pleasant next Thursday, who's going to be that's a 2-point session in itself. And then you look down the road, we also have Pella and Keokuk and another round with Albia. So, it doesn't let up. But at the same time, I love those challenges out there because we need to see and we need to play a higher level if we think we are going to make any noise in districts, you know.
Big Reds go to Knoxville on Friday night. Chad will be there along with Mike O'Connor to have the play-by-play action. And they picked the win last night over Clark, so that moves our record to 7-6 on the season. What date did the postseason stuff does it officially come out?
It's supposed to be after everyone's 15th game, so it should be approaching pretty quick. But at the same time, I mean, I think I know who we're going to be playing. The other side of that bracket is going to be like Oskaloosa, Newton, South Tama, and
Is Grinnell in there?
Grinnell.
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
So, you know, Newton beat Knoxville pretty handily the first game back from Christmas because they had a game under their belt before they played us last. So, you know, it could get interesting. And Grinnell beat Sheraton by 3 earlier in the year. So, you know, it's kind of a toss-up once you start facing those other teams. And I wouldn't count Knoxville out. I think Coach Larson has it in him to pull off an upset if they get past us in that first round. You know, maybe he could get Sheraton, but even if he doesn't, I think Newton or Grinnell is going to be sitting out there waiting for him too. So it could be interesting.
Yeah, apparently Sheraton was up 13 in that game and ended up losing by 3 points or so.
I heard that. And another surprising thing, Albia went to Clark last Friday, and Clark was up by as many as 15, and Albia beat them on a last-second put-in. So, you know, Clark has it in them to play with anyone. You never know on a given night. If they are lighting up threes and Hawkinson's struggling, you never know.
We'll be back with more here on Hy-Vee's The Pitch. As always, big thanks to Coach Krusich for stopping out. Coming up next, we'll talk about Indian Hills Baseball. The banquet's coming up tomorrow night. We'll talk about that and when the team's going to get rolling. That's coming up next on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCLG Centerville, talking local sports a little bit more, live from your local Hy-Vee store. And we're joined now by Steve Klecki, the assistant for Indian Hills Community College, here to talk about the banquet tomorrow night. And then we also want to talk a little bit about this team. And I know you guys you're not too far from playing some baseball.
Yeah, we're on the final stretch here. I believe we open up in Garden City on February 19th, so we'll head down to the southwest corner of Kansas. 4 games set down there, and then the following week we head down through Oklahoma and down into Texas for a good trip.
And tomorrow night is our chance to community support the team, get to know the team a little bit. It's the banquet, the annual banquet out at the Manhattan. Give us the rundown on that.
Well, we're just going through it. I believe this is the 29th annual Indian Hills Banquet. This year we'll have Eric Rasmussen as our guest speaker. He pitched for Indian Hills, I believe, back in the late 70s. Had a big league career with a few teams and is now currently the pitching coordinator for the Minnesota Twins. So he'll be out here tomorrow being able to talk about both his time at Indian Hills and in pro ball. So it'll be sure he'll have some great stories for us to enjoy.
I think he's the first Falcon to make the big leagues. I think. I don't know if that's been talked about, but I remember as a kid when I was out there at that time, he was the only one you saw on the wall. So I'm pretty sure he was our first player to come to Indian Hills to actually make it to the big leagues. I think. But
I think you might be correct on that. It's been kind of a whirlwind just getting in this year, so I haven't been able to catch up on all my Indian Hills history like I should. But hopefully this weekend having him out here will give me a little better look into some of the past and Hall of Famers of Indian Hills baseball.
And the banquet, the doors open at 5.
Doors open at 5 for I guess you call it social hours, sponsored by Budweiser this year. We'll be out at the Manhattan. There'll be plenty of people. The whole team will be out there, so you'll have a chance to meet as many players as you can. I'm really excited about the group that we have this year. Not only are they good ball players, but most of them have pretty interesting stories and are good students and good kids. So if you come out, I think you'll enjoy having an opportunity to talk and meet some of these guys.
And then we have the meal at 6, and then the program at 7, right?
Yes, I believe so. Of course, Eric will be out there as our guest speaker. We have our new AD and actually former assistant baseball coach, Brett Monahan, that will be out here as our MC and host. And I believe you're coming out, Russ, to help us finish off things with the auction.
I think so, yes. I'm going to be representing J&K on a scholarship and giving away the boat cruise and doing whatever they need me to do, yeah. So it should be, and then, so we do all that first and then the speaker. Is that the way that'll roll?
I believe so. We'll get out there and the biggest thing is we're going to have a good time. Right. We don't want to lock ourselves into anything too early. If we get out there and we start having a good time, we'll just kind of let things roll. The support throughout the community has been tremendous with some of the donations made for auction items. So I'd like to really thank the community and all the businesses and local citizens that donated and are supporting the banquet.
Tomorrow night, the Indian Hills Baseball Banquet at the Manhattan. Tickets, where can we grab our tickets, and can they get them at the door if they need to?
You can get them at the door, or you can call the college. If you call the main office, Angela Ocker has been handling that, or you can call the baseball office, myself or Cam, and we can make sure that we have arrangements that you can get a ticket.
All right, and this is the big fundraiser for Indian Hills Baseball. It helps out a lot with scholarships. Got some nice auction items. I know, as always, from what I'm hearing, maybe some good golf, always some sports items. And, so we'll look forward to that as well. And I think most of that is done. It hasn't been done in the years past on the silent auction. So you can bid on those when you get out there and enjoy a great evening. Let's talk a little bit more about this baseball team. We as a community are going to have a chance to get to know them tomorrow night. You've been with these guys now since the fall, and I know they got to be just itching to get on the field now.
Yeah, especially with the weather that we've got, it's been tough. We've been pushed inside. I know we're looking back at the schedule from last year, and this past weekend, Cam was actually letting me know that they were outside. So it's been tough. but our guys have been grinding through it. We're lucky with the facilities that we have inside. But, our pitchers are coming along nicely. They're going to be ready to go by February 19th. So I'm excited to see what we have when we get outside in Southwest Kansas.
What are we, numbers-wise? How many guys we got?
Right now, I think we're down to 38. We've had some guys that decided that the time commitment of Indian Hills baseball maybe wasn't for them and wanted to focus on their academics. So we're down at a hungry 38. And I think that's a pretty good number with the schedule that we're going to run this year, having both the 56-game varsity schedule and then the 30-game varsity reserve schedule.
All right, Steve Pletke, the assistant for Indian Hills Community College. Baseball team tomorrow night's a big night. At our banquet, get a chance to meet these kids and help raise some money for the Indian Hills baseball program. They're going to get going here February 19th, and then, before we know it, I always look forward to once Indian Hills gets started, then the golf season is already a few weeks away.
It's right there, too, yeah.
Yeah. We will grab a break. When we come back, we will talk to Josh Rice about all things Hy-Vee. You're listening to The Pitch on KCOT Centerville.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
The Flower Teak in Centerville is your one-stop shop for all your floral needs. We carry a large selection of fresh-cut flowers, green plants, memorial stones, candles, wreaths, barn quilts, and other great gift ideas. We provide fast, same-day delivery and treat you as our #1 customer. Whether you are planning a large event such as a wedding or simply know someone needing cheering up, we can help. Let our friendly staff help you choose the right flowers or gift to fit your needs. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131, visit flowerteak.com, or find us on Facebook.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, live from your local Hy-Vee store, presented by Hy-Vee. Josh Price joins us now. Josh, you got a 2-day sale, and I know there's Pepsi on there, but there's also other there's other things. Yeah, there are other deals.
Healthy Pepsi, yeah. But Thursday and Friday, we got a great 2-day sale. We have fully cooked shrimp, 12-ounce package for just $5. Red Delicious apples, just 77 cents a pound. Cheetos, Fritos, or oven-baked chips, select varieties, just $1.77. Hunt's pasta sauce in a 24-ounce can, 68 cents. We also have from the meat department, everything's on sale in the meat department. And for every $30 you spend, you can save 20 cents a gallon on your fuel saver card, and that's stackable. So if you spend 60, you get 40. If you spend 90, you get 60 cents and on up. So the sky's the limit there. And then also, Russ, I know you've been waiting for it, the Pepsi Mountain Dew half-liter 6-packs, just $1.88 each.
See, that's like music. It's like I just heard harp music come across. It's awesome. Good stuff. All right, Isles Online.
Yes,
Tell me about that.
Eyes Online. It's a great program. You can either have your groceries shopped and we can deliver them to you, or you can pick them up. If you're busy throughout the day, there's a great mobile app. You can go to Hy-Vee.com and choose the aisles online. You can shop from your phone, or you can do it from a desktop computer. We'll take care of all the shopping and everything for you. All you have to do is either pick them up. You don't even have to come in the building. You can drive straight up out front, call us, and let us know you're here, and we'll bring them right out to you. Any order over $100 is free. Anything under $100 for pickup is $2.95, and delivery is $4.95.
All right, and let's shift gears just a little bit. Tell me what you can about Little League Baseball. I know you're, as always, helping with that, and you've went from having both feet in to just jumping in completely now. I think you're on the board and everything now.
Up to my chin now. We discussed a lot of things. The normal stuff, the field improvements, things like that. Over the last several years, this will be my fifth year, fourth year in the league, something like that. We've had monstrous improvements to the facility. So this year's going to be pretty easy. It's just going to be some upkeep. There's not going to be major projects or anything. Thanks to a lot of help over the last several years. We are going to have another meeting on the 10th. So after that, I will have sign-up information. I know that you're going to be available to sign up here at Hy-Vee. I don't have the dollar figures yet or anything like that as far as what's going to go, but I will have all that information, hopefully a lot more after the 10th. So the next show we do after that, I'll have all the good information about what you're going to need to know to get kids signed up, when tryouts are going to be, and when the beginning of the season will be.
All right. You are listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. We will take a break as we go to break. If you ever watch Pardon the Interruption show they have, they always have their corrections department. Yeah. So we have to go to the corrections department on something that was mentioned earlier. Alvia and Knoxville have only played once this year, so they have not played twice. They've only played once so far this year. So we want to correct that. That was mentioned earlier that Knoxville had gotten Alvia twice. They've only played once. So there you go from our corrections department. Is it reality? I think that does the correcting on Pardon the Interruption.
Did you get a text?
I did.
Oh, okay.
I got a text from our corrections department.
There we go. Thank
All
you
right.
for listening.
We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course, but they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. Time to talk wrestling with Coach Anthony White. Coach, since last we spoke, you've gone to a few more difficult places as far as that goes. Urbandale, that's a tough tournament. You were there this weekend, and then last night you guys had no easy task. So tell us what's been going on with the Big Red Wrestlers.
Yeah, we went up to Urbandale last Saturday, and I never went through all the numbers to see ranked wrestlers and kind of who exactly everybody was, but it's a tough tournament. It always is. We had some guys in those pigtail matches where the pressure's really on you, and if you lose it, you're out, and if you win it, you're in, kind of thing. And I think maybe that pressure got to the guys a little bit, and lost a couple matches there that I really thought that we should have won. And then everybody runs into somebody tough, and we just lost a lot of matches. One thing that I did take away from the weekend, Ethan Wagner wrestled a kid that Ethan's from up around Des Moines. I can't remember which school he was in up there, but came down here before his freshman year, and so he wasn't in a high school up there, but he knows a lot of those guys and has wrestled a lot of them. And his second match, he was going up against a guy that he had never beaten, and the kid had kind of pretty much beat up on him pretty much all the time growing up, from when they were kids. And Ethan went out there, and the guy took him down, and I just kind of, yelled out to him, "Hey, head up, fight back." He got the escape, and they, fought back and forth a little bit on their feet there. The kid got in on another takedown. Ethan didn't back down. He just hipped right into him, put in a quarter Nelson, and flipped him over on his back and pinned him. So he came away from that, I think, feeling pretty good that that he's come quite a long ways compared to maybe some of these other guys. And we've had a lot of that kind of stuff where maybe we haven't this season had a whole lot of success that people from the outside can see, but we've had matches that we've lost that maybe the time before when we wrestled that guy, we got blown out and got pinned in the first period, and we've had a lot of stuff like that. Last night at the duel, we wrestled Kirksville and Fort Madison, and Josh Morgan had one of those matches where he got caught and pinned by the kid from Kirksville, and then Kirksville wrestled Fort Madison, and those two kids in his weight class there had a really good match. So, you could just tell they're both really good wrestlers. And then Josh just got something in his head that he was going to go out there and fight every second of that match. And he just turned it on, and he ended up getting a major decision. I think he beat the kid 12-4.
This was last night?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff. You just you kind of got to know what you're looking for. Otherwise, you kind of get lost in the duels that we've lost, and not having a whole lot of guys placing real high in tournaments and that kind of stuff. But I've had a lot of people ask me those questions this year. What's going on with the program? It's just one of those years where just kind of had a little bit of a perfect storm, and we just we got some guys that are just right on the edge of it, and we'll be there next year. I'm looking at probably 4 or 5 guys next year that are going to be going to state, placing at state. So that's where we're at for next year. The message I'm trying to keep in these guys' head is that you don't really have to wait, and you really shouldn't wait around. I mean, if you live your life in the past and in the future, you kind of miss out on what's going on right now. So the challenge this year has been, let's get something done this year. Let's get something going this year. So we've got some guys that, you guys know the wrestling season comes down to 3 tournaments at the end of the season, and you never know how the season's going to be till it's over. So we'll see. It should be exciting. We're sitting really good in the sectional and the district.
And this weekend you go to Fairfield, and that should be an opportunity for some kids to have a little success, maybe.
Yeah, we're kind of back in more of the competition that we'll be seeing sectionals, district, state, where we won't have many of those big 3A teams that are stacked top to bottom. So Fort Madison will be there, but that'll be really the only one that's one of those bigger schools. Hy-Vee is there, and they're usually pretty good, but not as tough as they have been in the past. So it'll be good. We'll have guys. We've had guys that have won, Stephen Wardlow won New London. We've had guys place third, fourth, second, so that'll be, I'm looking for probably half the guys to be finishing up there in the top 4 in that tournament.
We'll grab a break. We'll come back with more with Coach Anthony White right after this on Hy-Vee's Bench.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sells and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sells and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sells and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
The Flower Teak in Centerville is your one-stop shop for all your floral needs. We carry a large selection of fresh-cut flowers, green plants, memorial stones, candles, wreaths, barn quilts, and other great gift ideas. We provide fast, same-day delivery and treat you as our #1 customer. Whether you are planning a large event such as a wedding or simply know someone needing cheering up, we can help. Let our friendly staff help you choose the right flowers or gift to fit your needs. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131, visit flowerteak.com, or find us on Facebook.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, talking with Coach Anthony White about Big Red Wrestling. All right, so we got Fairfield this weekend, and then is there anything next week between that and the sectionals, or is
5 practices?
All right, and the sectional tournament is at
Albia.
Okay.
At 12 o'clock. It's the later starting one. Districts also starts at 12, so we get to sleep in a little bit on those days.
When you get this time of year, and especially then, say after Saturday, when you're done wrestling on Saturday, in the sport of wrestling, do you sense that for everybody that you flip a switch, is there a different look in people's eyes that week of postseason, and is there a different intensity?
You hope that there's a different intensity. There some guys there will be, and that's one of the things that you learn as you go through it. But there's going to be guys that wrestled during the regular season, and those matches are going to flip and go the other way at sectionals. And I kind of preach that to the guys. Hey, don't assume you're going to beat anybody at sectionals, because guys, they wrestle a lot different. A lot of times you're wrestling what could be the last match if you lose it, and guys, they just fight like cornered animals sometimes. And so I hope that that's us doing that, when we get there, which we've got a lot of really good opportunities to do that. But there's a few guys that are going to be there that we've beaten through the year that as I'm watching those matches, I'm thinking this kid that we're wrestling here thinks he can win this match come sectional time. So, and I've talked to most of the guys about those guys, and just we don't have the brackets yet, but just to be getting that in their head that nobody's going to concede anything to them when we get there.
All right, and you take me back to you now as a wrestler. Do you remember?
That's why I remember that week. I remember losing to a guy that I had beat, and it's the worst feeling in the world. And whether I had good experiences or bad experiences, and I had a lot of each. I hope that the guys will learn from those, and I try and be as straightforward with them and as candid as I can when I'm talking about those experiences, and just help them learn from it, and hopefully not make any mistakes that I made. And hopefully, if I did something good, hopefully they'll mirror that or mimic that and have some success also from that.
I think wrestling, more so than on probably any other sport at the high school level. When you think about when you take basketball and you go into the postseason, and it's almost like, okay, now we have to come together more than ever as a team to keep our season going. And wrestling, even though depending on how you do, you can wrestle in the team duels, but realistically, it's almost like, okay, now it's pretty much all individual. You still love your teammates, you work with your teammates, but off season you want to, you wrestle dual meets as a team and things like that. Now all of a sudden, it's every man for himself, go as far as you can go.
And you kind of got that feeling last night, with the last duel, when that last duel's over. It's like, okay, guys, start thinking about what you want to do. When you go through the duels, you'll move a guy or do this or that, but you come down to this time of the year, and it's I'm preaching at them. I'm like, guys, make this season what you want it to be, and do what you need to do to achieve whatever goal you had or whatever it was that you put in your mind at the beginning of the season. Now's the time to start making sure that happens, guaranteeing that happens. So yeah, and that's when that duel got over. And I don't know if any of the guys were necessarily thinking it in those words, but that's kind of the thought that I had. I said, okay, time for anyone that wants to step up. It's time to do that now.
Junior high wise, I know we got some good kids down there. Is their season over?
No, they. I'm trying to think what I really can't tell you what they got left, but I know they're still going. They had. I wish I'd have looked at that, but no, I know they've got some other stuff left. And in addition to that, I know there's a lot of those guys. So you can go compete in the AAU series and the AAU state tournament up through 8th grade. So I know there's a lot of those guys that'll be doing that. I was just talking with Coach Whistler this evening, and he's got some guys that are brand new out for the very first time this season that are wanting to go wrestle in the district tournament to try and qualify for the AAU state tournament. So they got a lot of work ahead of them there, and they're all seems like they're laser focused. I mean, those guys, it's a good group of guys down there.
All right, Coach, what time does it start Saturday at Fairfield?
That'll be 10 o'clock start.
Okay, and then will you be seeding that the day of, or do they seed that?
They always seed that the day of. Never makes any sense to me. We sit around and argue for about an hour and a half, and it comes out the way that it would have come out if they would have just seeded it ahead of time. So, yeah, we'll have a good hour and a half of arguing ahead of us there on Saturday.
All right, Coach, good luck Saturday. Look forward to visiting with you next week, as that will be crunch time then. We do or die when we talk next week. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.
We're visiting with Coach Anthony White. As always, thanks for stopping out. Next up, Coach Matt Kabakovich talks Reddit basketball right after this on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course, but they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family. are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
We're talking local sports a little bit more on Hy-Vee's The Pitch. Russ Ocker, Chad Lee, Koestner, Josh Bryce, Coach Matt Kovacevic now joins us. And coming up in just a little bit, we will have our Power Insurance Hall of Fame Challenge. And this will be the first of its kind. Good thing I've been studying a format for the challenge that we have never done before. So it's a little twist on the format, on how it works. Never done it before. So we'll see how they do on that. It's elimination. Elimination. That's what we're doing. So stick around, guys, for that. Okay. Where are we going? I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here. Well, I don't want somebody to, get up and go pee and something like that. Miss Josh might run off. Yeah, Josh, you never know. He might get something he's got to do. All right, let's talk Redette basketball, Coach. Last Thursday night at Sheraton, got another good road win. Monday night, we were unable to play because of the weather over in Corden. And then last night, it just didn't look like the best of the Redettes.
Yeah, last night was difficult, but at the same time, they played well. They trying to tell the girls after the game, I can come into this locker room a lot, and then if we don't play well and then we lose, and then that's one thing. But it's when we don't play that bad. But the other team they played better than we were last night, and they had a girl come out that was about 20% from beyond the arc for the year, from about 5 or whatever, and then ended up making 5 threes in the game, and we took one score away, and then the other girl killed us. So you got to tip your cap to her and to the team and to Coach Zosky over at Osceola, and they gave it to us. So and the thing about it was, I didn't think we played horribly bad. I think we played worse this year in one game. So at the same time, it was a tough. We wanted to get a win on senior night for all the seniors and what they've meant to me and the community and the program. But just like Coach Evans says sometimes on homecoming, sometimes when you have homecomings and senior nights, it's just that little bit of a distraction that gets you off your game a little bit. Not saying that that made us lose the game, but I don't think it helped.
Well, it is, senior night. I know there was some emotional moments there. Some of those girls are going to be awful hard for you to say goodbye to.
Yeah, it was very, very emotional, especially with this group of seniors, the 6 girls. 5 of the 6 have been in the Centerville program now for all 4 years, which is outstanding. Some of the hardest working girls I've ever been around. I think Taylor Lawson, I can honestly say, of all the people that I've coached in my life, she has been the most hardest working girl or boy that I've ever been around. And she's came from what she was in junior high of being a non-starter at the 7th and 8th grade level, I think, I'm pretty sure, maybe even a B-teamer, to becoming a collegiate basketball player here in a few months. So if a lot of girls around here, and boys for that matter, can follow her attitude and follow her work ethic, I know Centerville athletics would be a heck of a lot better. And not to say anything away, take anything away from those other 5 seniors. They meant a lot to me. After my first year coaching there 3 years ago, when it was 0-21, and there's a lot of those girls they could have said, "Well, I've seen enough of basketball. We're not doing anything. We're not going anywhere." On Tuesday nights when we go to Fort Madison or wherever we're going on Tuesday nights, I can drive around the square. I could be home watching TV. I can be with my boyfriend. I can do 1,000 different things and get on a bus and drive over across the state of Iowa and lose. So they've meant a lot, and they've made this program into a program that's definitely competitive, and it's made this program into where hopefully the younger girls at the junior high level and at the grade school level that come to the games, you can watch those 6 seniors and say, "Hey, I want to be like those girls someday on the floor and turn this the way we've turned the program around." So it was definitely emotional. These girls will be remembered by myself for a long time.
And I believe Taylor Lawson is quite a nice accomplishment for her hard work. She played senior All-Star game.
Yeah, she made the senior Class 3A All-Star game, I believe, in April. And I can't
recall where that game is at. I believe it's maybe in the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City area, but it's a great honor. It's a great honor that she made it, and it couldn't happen to a better kid and a better role model and a better student, and very proud of her.
Let's talk about the other seniors. I know, Alyssa Barger is a young lady that, as we see her each sport have her last game, just a tremendous all-around athlete. And she's a girl that I think, she played a lot of varsity as a freshman, and maybe unfairly, we as those of us who follow sports, maybe we expected too much too early from her, because she was just a freshman and then a sophomore. But for her senior year in both volleyball and now basketball, it seems like she certainly is living up to the hype, I guess.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I think you hit the nail on the head there with what we kind of expected for Alyssa to do in the years of her playing here at the high school level in all sports. But I think what's changed about Alyssa is the last 2 years that I've seen is her attitude is so much better than what it was her freshman and sophomore and what in the sports that she played. She has became an outstanding teammate to all the younger girls, to the girls in her class. And I told them last night, her and all those volleyball girls have turned what was maybe a dormant, I don't know if you call it a dormant volleyball program, into one of the best in the state, in Southern Iowa, state of Iowa, whatever you want to call it. And also in basketball, she's been, like you said, a 4-year starter is a 4-year starter either way you look at it. It don't matter who's playing, where, how they're playing, or whatever. She's been there through a lot of games, a lot of losses, and she's been another great teammate. She's going to go down probably when it's all said and done, probably the all-time blocks leader in Centerville girls in 5-on-5 history. And I'd have to go back and double check, but she's going to be really, really close to, I believe it's Kaylee Meerhoff, to having that rebounding record of all time. So when she walks across that stage and gets her diploma, I think she's going to have 1 or 2 records by the time she graduates.
I would say there's a chance that she's a potential Hall of Famer, probably depending on how she finishes up here. You look back, great hands. I'm always impressed with if the thing gets in her area, which goes to the rebounding, she gets a handle on it. And you've got 4 other seniors. I know Emily Kaler has been another starter for the most part.
She's been a 2-year starter. Emily Kaler has been one of those girls that she's given her heart, she's given her guts to this program. And she has became our defensive stopper. She's became the girl that we put on the other team's best player, so to speak. I wish last night we probably should have switched her over to the other girl, but we put her on the leading scorer for Clark coming into the game and shut her down to 3 or 4 or 5 points throughout the night. So Emily's just been a great teammate. What a great kid. Another great student. Great practice player, and just a phenomenal kid to be around and watch grow up here these last 3 years.
Katie Sharp, a young lady that, boy, when she gets hot, she can shoot it. She's just a talented girl. Obviously she's got athletic ability, but what a talented young lady all around.
Yeah, Katie's basketball is really, really probably just low on her list of achievements of what that kid's going to do in her lifetime. I mean, the way she handles herself as well here over the last 3 years, through a lot of ups and downs of just being on the basketball floor has been tremendous. And just here in the last week or 2, maybe a month here after break, I thought her game has completely getting better and better and better, especially in her aggressiveness, taking the ball to the hoop and being a rebounder and being tough. But Katie's going to end up making a lot of money someday and being a great wife to some husband, because she's just a great person to be around. And, her attitude's been great. Her work ethic's been great on the basketball floor, coming to open gyms and being a great teammate. And another outstanding senior that it's going to be really, really tough to duplicate her.
There we go. 2 more. Kylie Joyner. I know she had a basket last night and got a start last night. Nice job.
Yeah, Kylie's been another one, a 4-year player for the program, and Kylie got a start last night. We didn't know how we were going to kind of work it out with her and Alex. Well, since Alex got to start earlier in the year, we kind of agreed that Kylie would get the senior start last night. And the thing about Kylie is, it's kind of a situation where she's been behind 2 pretty doggone good post players for 4 years now, and on any other year and any other team, Kylie would probably be would be a post
starter for a lot of teams in this conference and around the area. But another great kid to have around. What a fun human being to be around in practice. Always keeps me on my toes and keeps everything humorous. And also when we go on a suburban ride or if we go on a bus ride, she's always keeping things lighthearted and just another great teammate to be around. I think she's made Madeline and some of the other younger post players a little bit better with in practice and getting after it, and just another great kid.
And then the senior that I guess lost the draw of the straw to start last night.
Alex might be one. She out of the whole group, I wouldn't say she's my favorite, but if there's a 1A and 1B, that she might be up there because. And you can even ask Coach Kruzich about the sign that still the sign that's in the gymnasium that says Alex Kelly. I don't want to play tonight. If I go in, I hope they don't pass me the ball. So I mean, that's in a nutshell is Alex and what she's meant to the program. Maybe she hasn't meant the whole lot with the skills of basketball, but she's been a great practice player the last couple years and been a great teammate too. She has now taken the role of the card holder as kind of an assistant to the assistant. Of what defense we're in, if we're in red, black, blue, or whatever defense we're in, I yell it out, and then instead of me doing it and hanging it, she has now become the card holder on the team. So it's not only as a senior Alex Kelly, it's senior coach Kelly. So another great kid, and again, I think she's top 5% in her class, and she could probably go to a different school in Iowa State. We got a bunch of Iowa State girls too, but
I think that really comes down to you not promoting Iowa enough. Too busy worrying about Oklahoma.
Did you send them all out to Oklahoma? Well, no, I haven't done that. I haven't.
Keep them in the Big 12.
I told them to go. Keep us stay in the Big 12 and make it better. So I guess that's on me. But a bunch of them are going to Iowa State. But Alex is headed to Iowa State. So again, those seniors, what a great group of girls, and they're definitely going to be tough to duplicate next year. And what they've meant not only to basketball but just to all the sports in the community and for Centerville is going to it's just going to go untainted for many years for what they've done for the volleyball program, baseball programs, and or softball programs and basketball. It's just tremendous from what they've done.
We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more about last night's game, and then we'll look forward for the Redettes and see what's coming up. As the Redettes, we know who we're playing in the postseason. That schedule is out for the girls. We'll talk about that a little bit as well. That's all coming up on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
You're listening to Centerville, presented by Hy-Vee, talking Red basketball with Coach Matt Malakovich. Coach, obviously last night you talked about Clark come out, girl got hot, and I'm sure at some point as she was making 3-pointers, you probably, well, why wouldn't she? Well, why wouldn't she?
You know how many times that went out of my mouth. Well, why wouldn't that ball just go in right there?
All right, so what's left? We got Knoxville Friday night, and this is the team where earlier in the year, the girls, we came up short.
Yeah, we did play very well. It was the same kind of a situation with the boys after break. We really didn't play well at all, and just didn't nail it. It was a bad game. We didn't come out and play at all. I think it's every team that we play the rest of the year. I think if we come out and play the way we've been playing and just maybe just a scotch better, I think we have a chance to be in every single game. And that's the great thing that I told the girls all year long is we have yet to get really blown out other than that first game against Eddyville. We've yet to just mail it in and Pella. But other than that, we've been in every single game into the fourth quarter this year. And that's another attaboy to these girls, the way they've been playing and the kind of team that we've become. So it's a game, if we play well, we're expecting to go up there and get a win.
Last night, we talked after your interview there at halftime that they did a very good job fronting them, and look, it seemed like they had about 5 girls around Taylor Lawson, and we just couldn't hit an outside shot. And it's just one of those things that we knocked down a few outside shots, and it's a different ball game.
And I'm thinking it's going to come. It's going to be that game in there where it's going to be like last night's game with, the girl from Osceola. There's going to be a game in there because we've practiced too hard. We've shot too many buckets. We've looked so good in practice with Emily Mormon, with Lexi Regal, with Emily Kaler, with these other girls that have been shooting the basketball, Katie Sharp. We've shot the ball so well in practice. There's going to be a night here in the next week or two that hopefully we end up getting a win out of it. But somebody's going to come out and get hot and hopefully keeps us in a game, and we're going to beat a Knoxville, or we're going to beat down the road here, Albia, or whoever, any of these teams that we're going to beat, because it's going to happen. I'm really confident in these girls that the perimeter shooters, that we're going to have a game where we make shots.
Well, and we know on our side what the tournament looks like.
Yes,
girls, we opened up on February 13th.
Yes.
Got a home game. That's nice.
It is. That was one of our goals before the season started, and we've met pretty much all of our goals, which is to try to finish in the top half of the conference. Right now we got to win 1 out of 2 to get to solidify ourselves for third place. We've got that. We've got a couple of conference road games, and then we wanted to host a district game. So we've met a few of those goals that we had, and it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. We play Coach Sandy's team from Sheridan. Both games have been Donnie Brooks to the fullest. So it's going to be a tough one. The old adage is tough to beat a team 3 times, and this is going to be no easy one for us. So we're going to have to play well. We're going to have to take care of the ball. Might have to put on a helmet, some shoulder pads, and some knee pads, and go through a football practice before we play them, because that's what sometimes it takes to get through a game like that. So it'll be a fun one Saturday night when Coach Sandy comes to town there. Then middle of February.
Yeah, I was giving him a hard time up there. He has line changes. It's like watching hockey, 5 in, 5 out.
Oh yeah,
and they use their fouls to the utmost, and just they beat the
heck out of Taylor Rose up there last time when we played.
The heck out of Taylor.
Yeah, she looked like she just got done with a couple rounds with Ronda Rousey after that game. I mean, she had blood stains and black eyes, bloody noses, and bruises, and everywhere. And it'll be the same thing down here. There's no doubt. So we better bring our lunch pail and be ready to go.
We'll grab a break. When we come back, for the first time ever, the Hall of Fame Challenge will be an elimination game.
That's next on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann. Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
The Flower Teak in Centerville is your one-stop shop for all your floral needs. We carry a large selection of fresh-cut flowers, green plants, memorial stones, candles, wreaths, barn quilts, and other great gift ideas. We provide fast, same-day delivery and treat you as our #1 customer. Whether you are planning a large event such as a wedding or simply know someone needing cheering up, we can help. Let our friendly staff help you choose the right flowers or gift to fit your needs. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131, visit flowerteak.com, or find us on Facebook.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, and it is time now for our Power Insurance Hall of Fame Challenge, brought to you by Power Insurance of Moravia. Call 724-9000. First time ever. Now, during the break, last time these gentlemen drew numbers to see what order we would be playing this game in. Josh, you'll need to slide up to the microphone. The answers will be given out loud. They don't even need to pay first. Oh, sorry. So, well, that's right. Here's what I have. I have written down 9 NFL football players, all of whom were on one of the 4 teams that played last weekend. All of these players performed in the, well, I don't know if they got in the game, but they're on the roster, on the active rosters, according to ESPN today, for either the Cardinals, the Panthers, the Broncos, and the Patriots. I will give you the name of the player, and you would tell me what team they're on. Okay? Andy. Okay. And what's elimination mean? Well, if I get it wrong, you're out. I'm out of the whole competition? You're out. If you miss it, you're out. Last man standing wins. So if you 2 get it wrong and share, or who's got 3? Who's got 3, so he can win right out of the shot. And each one of these players, and there's a difficult. Drew Butler. Hey, you got a 25% chance. He played for the Saints, I believe. Drew Butler. He used to be the kicker for the Bears back in the day. And that was Kevin Butler. Wesley Butler goes to Centerville. So I'm going to say Drew Butler plays for the Arizona Cardinals. He is a punter, and he plays for the Arizona Cardinals. Woo-wee! Unbelievable. Who has the number 2? That's me. Ronnie Hillman. Ronnie Hillman, actually, he plays for the Broncos, I guess. And hey, you can check this when we're done, because you like that one. You're really going to like this. Josh Brace, Peyton Manning. I think he's the Broncos. Hey, you could have gone the number 3, and you would have had Peyton Manning. I see where this is going. No, I see this right here. Right, number 4. If we went Peyton Manning to 3, who's going to be number 4? Danny Amendola. He's a Patriot. There you go. Okay, that was pretty easy. Number 5. Who's not up next? That'd be me. Drew Stanton. Drew Stanton. I'm going to say he's a Panther. Drew Stanton is a quarterback,
You go.
And he plays for the Cardinals. So, Chad Lee,
I am eliminated.
you have been eliminated.
Okay.
Because Kovac has it right in the second round.
Yep.
So now either Josh extends this or Kovac is away. No. Peyton was really the only one lopped over the net. This is Luis Vasquez. Luis Vasquez.
Sounds like a baseball player to me.
Mm-hmm. But no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't play baseball. He plays NFL football.
I'm going to go with Arizona.
A Bronco, maybe? Well, he is a Bronco. And Kovac has won.
He's a lineman for the Broncos.
First ever elimination Hall of Fame challenge. Kovac won. All right, number 7 was going to be J.J. Jansen. Kovac.
J.J. Jansen, the Panther.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Number 8 was Scott Chandler.
He's a Patriot, tight end from Iowa.
And number 9 was Joe Webb.
Joe Webb's the quarterback for, I would guess he's the backup for Cam Newton.
That's right. So you were in golden. I'm guessing that Drew Butler was an outright guess.
Drew Butler was an outright guess. Yes.
So you could have been gone right out of the chute. You were all in on a draw. You were looking for a good shot straight. You got it. All right, so let me ask you this. This would have been our overtime. How many Cyclones or Hawkeyes are on the roster for the Super Bowl teams?
Well, I can answer that. There's 2 Oklahoma Sooners.
How many Cyclones or Hawkeyes are on the Super Bowl, as of today on ESPN, are on the active rosters for the Super Bowl teams? Anybody?
I'd say 2.
Josh?
3. Scott Chandler for 1. No, they didn't make it.
They didn't make it.
I'll say 4.
It's 2. It is 2. So if you could have got to overtime, any idea who they are?
No.
A.J. Klein from Iowa State plays for the
Isn't there a defensive back for the Panthers?
I don't think so.
Godfrey? He used to play for him?
He's not on the active roster. And James Ferentz is on the active roster for the Denver Broncos. There are how many Big Ten players on the active rosters? 17. If we'd have got to that. There you go. All right. Kovac gets the win in the first ever elimination.
Thank you. Hopefully last. That was appreciated. Thanks, guys.
That was dumb. That was stupid. You are listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, and we've got about 3 minutes left here on the show tonight. So let's talk about this big game, the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos Panthers. Kovac didn't even know there was a game. Cowboys are done, so it's over. Chad, obviously you're the Bronco fan. Your thoughts here on what probably will be Peyton's last game?
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's going to be a tough game. Obviously, our defense is going to have to step up again, and like they have all year, and kind of got us through some tough times there. So it's going to be tough stopping Mr. Newton, but I think they can do it, or at least slow him down enough that maybe, hopefully, we can keep up with them. But it'd be nice to see Peyton Manning do what John Elway did and win that last game and ride off into the sunset.
Elway was he a Bronco?
Yeah, greatest quarterback of all time.
All right. Boy, there's another discussion. I guess I'm ready to run. I've been stretched. I'm ready for a jog now, I guess. Go ahead.
I think that this is going to be a great football game. This is going to be one of those dream matchups that you might talk about later on. This is going to be, I think, equivalent to seeing like a LeBron play a Jordan kind of thing. You have the new wave quarterback in Cam Newton, who is one of the most impressive athletes I've ever seen. And then you've got one of the best of all time in Peyton Manning, and you're going to get to see these two square off in the biggest game that there is. And I don't care either way. I mean, I'm not a Bronco fan, I'm not a Panther fan, but it's going to be some good football. You have the best offense versus the best defense, which, usually turns out to be a pretty good game. I just hope that I hope Peyton goes out on a good note. I hope he doesn't repeat his last Super Bowl performance. That was just
that was that first snap kind of got us
right.
Set the tone.
Like I said, I think that this is going to be a matchup that if we hadn't seen it, might be one that 10, 15 years down the road might have been dreamed about.
Well, I hope the commercials are good, better than what they have been in the past, because that's what be my main concern. And
and the food at all the different Super Bowl parties is good. I'd like to talk about this HGH story that keeps coming up.
No. Wait a minute.
Your different news outlets. Boy, that'd be just something else if he just gets being pigeonholed. I mean, I just don't understand what's going on with all this. I mean, surely he's not in with stuff getting sent to his house for his wife and things. Boy, that'd just be a bad deal. It'd be a really bad black eye for probably.
Have you read any of this stuff? Or
the headlines, Chad? Just the headlines.
Okay.
That's all I need to know. That's
everything else. So, thankfully, it's 8 o'clock. I don't need to weigh in on any of it. I'll just see how it plays out. I'll give you my thoughts next week. And it is officially 8 o'clock, so we're out of here. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Do me a big favor. Take care.
You answered